Hi, this is Sharon Rennhack, Aphasia Toolbox practice coach and newsletter editor. This morning I'm interviewing Bill Connors, owner of Aphasia Toolbox and master clinician. Bill, how are you today?
I'm good.
Bill, you have many years of experience with intensive aphasia programs. Can you tell me a little bit about the Pittsburgh Aphasia Treatment Research and Education Center that you were part of?
Sure, I'd be glad to. It's always a pleasure being interviewed by you on this topic of aphasia. The Pittsburgh Aphasia Treatment Center, we founded it, 1997, 98, and it was a wonderful opportunity to get to meet a lot of wonderful people, but more importantly, for clinicians like me to hone our skills, to really get better, to practice more at being better aphasia clinicians. Having someone there across the table all day for several weeks, we really had to work hard at it. And I can tell you that I'm really glad that our legacy has been passed on with the PIRATE program, the intensive program for veterans here in Pittsburgh.
Bill, if the program was doing so well, why did you close it in 2005?
A couple of reasons. I'll mention a couple. One is that when the clients left us, they were in the same situation that they came to us for. In other words, they went back home and did not have an ongoing program that they continue to work on. And that's really necessary. It takes years to recover, to get maximal recovery. Secondly, I felt like the clients were getting an overload. It's hard for any adult to put 7 hours, 8 hours in focusing in a learning program. And for someone who had a stroke or a head injury, I think after 3 hours, 4 hours, they just got too much information and it wasn't as productive. Finally, we were not reaching enough people. We were seeing 1 or 2 people at a time, and there's 1.5 million Americans and Canadians alone. So we knew we had to do something different.
Bill, how does your current program, the BCAT Intensive Aphasia program, differ from the Pittsburgh program and the other intensive programs?
Well, first of all, there are some wonderful people around the United States and Canada that we know of who are offering intensive aphasia programs and working hard. I know that ours differs for a couple of reasons. Number one, we're ongoing. We don't discharge people. As long as they are making progress and they see value, we stay with them. And that's a whole different concept, and it certainly relieves a lot of pressure for those clients. Secondly, we have a culture in our organization of affordability. If a client can't afford it, what good is it for that client? So we really try to make sure that it's affordable. Thirdly, we work hard to make sure our activities truly exploit neuroplasticity. In other words, no tired, boring drills, no looking in mirrors, but working at things that neuroscience and research has shown can really help people get better, using the brain's ability to recover. And finally, Sharon, we turn our clients into the pilots of their own recovery. They overcome their learned helplessness. They know what their problems are. They know what mental processes they need to work on. And they eventually practice a whole lot, eventually independently, because in the long run, we can't serve as our clients' frontal lobes. They've got to have that independence and that drive and the skill to use it.
Bill, do you have any advice for people with aphasia and people recovering from aphasia concerning intensive programs and treatment?
Yes, I would first of all guide them to the upcoming edition in October of your newsletter that you're the editor of. There's some real good information, I think, there that we got together. Well, first of all, this is a big investment. If you're going to spend $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, I think just as you would do if you're buying a house or a car, you want to investigate it, get information, and be careful that you don't just go to a program that's not meant for you. So that's why we started our intensive aphasia consultation service. People can contact me at Bill@Aphasia Toolbox about it, so that we can give you that information and match you up. Sometimes there's something more local you could do, and you certainly have to go at it for a while. Secondly, you got to find one that's affordable. Make sure that you can use your resources over the amount of time that you need in order to get better. You want a program that works on your cognitive skills, memory, attention, cognitive flexibility. Research shows that you really need to work on your ability to think and plan and remember in order to get better. I think you want to look at the program's outcomes and make sure that they line up with your outcomes. So you want to work in a program where their goals are goals that truly matter for you as a person, as an individual. And finally, I'd want that program to have in place a great referral source so that when you're done in that intensive program, if it's a defined amount of time, you know you're going to get referred on to a great program that's going to keep you going until you maximize your recovery.
Bill, thank you for this great interview. This is a lot of good information for people with aphasia. Thank you.
You're welcome, and I would strongly recommend people get the newsletter at Aphasia Toolbox. You've done a great job getting information together and getting it out there to people who need it.
Thank you, Bill.